The Scream meta-franchise's potential Stab 9 would be based on Scream 6, and a slew of actors could take on the roles of the characters. I'm going to list off which actors I believe could take on the role of Scream 6's cast in Stab 9. Let me know in the comments if you agree, or who you would have to play certain characters instead. But before Ghostface calls me and shouts, I'd like to say hello guys and gals, I'm Nick, and welcome to 30's Feedback. So, Scream's meta nature has always set it apart from the slasher movies that came before it. With Wes Craven as the original director, he was able to reference his prior work, like having Ghostface talk to Drew Barrymore's Casey Becker on the phone about Nightmare on Elm Street. However, the franchise took meta to a new level in Scream 2 with the introduction of the Stab franchise based on the events in the first Scream. Gale Weathers might be a kick-ass character known for defeating Ghostface for over a decade, but she also knows how to profit off her own trauma and the trauma of the others involved in the killings. Her books about the Woodsboro killings in the first Scream inspired the Stab franchise to Sidney Prescott's dismay. In the original films, actors like Luke Wilson, Tori Spelling and Heather Graham appeared as Billy Loomis, Sidney and Casey. The events of Scream 6 will likely inspire another Stab film, and here are a few actors who would be great at portraying the characters. Here's my list. Alexa Demi as Sam Carpenter. Like Melissa Barrera, who plays Sam Carpenter, Alexa Demi is of Mexican descent and in her early 30s. She gained a following from her role as Maddie Perez in HBO's Euphoria, and while she doesn't have any horror films on her resume, she proved her acting chops in films like Mid-90s and Waves. So she could easily take on the role of Sam in the Meta franchise, especially since Stab is one of the more light-hearted comical elements of the Scream franchise. Camila Mendes as Tara Carpenter. With Riverdale coming to an end, Camila Mendes could trade in her role as Veronica Lodge for Tara Carpenter in the Stab franchise. Riverdale had a dark tone throughout its run, and Mendes had to take on some heavy storylines, meaning appearing as Tara in Stab 9 would be a breeze. The actress also appeared in the 2020 psychological thriller Dangerous Lies, giving her more credentials to be one of Ghostface's survivors. Jordan Fisher as Chad Meeks Martin. Mason Gooding brings charm and charisma to Randy Meeks' nephew Chad Meeks Martin in Scream 5 and Scream 6. The multi-talented Jordan Fisher possesses the same likable qualities and would be great as Chad in Stab 9. Fisher has dominated the world of Disney, Netflix and Broadway, and even won Dancing with the Stars season 25. The seasoned performer would effortlessly outrun Ghostface and make Chad an even more respectable character. Alexandra Shipp as Mindy Meeks Martin. Chad's sister, Mindy Meeks Martin, is Scream's Gen Z Randy, and with her knowledge of horror films and her slasher film rule lists that Ghostface always manages to break, she plays effortlessly into Scream's meta logic, and Alexandra Shipp would do a great job portraying her in the Stab franchise. Shipp has soared through various genres like comedy, drama, action, musicals, and even dipped her toes in the slasher genre with a comedic horror film called Tragedy Girls, giving her enough experience to step into Mindy's shoes for Stab 9. Drew Barrymore as Gale Weathers. Barrymore made a short appearance in the first Scream during the opening murder scene, but her role has become one of the most iconic and memorable of the whole franchise. The Scream films have continued to create opening scenes for the films, but Barrymore's remains a fan favourite. Since Gale's original actress Jennifer Jolie was murdered in Scream 3, a new actress must step up to the plate. Barrymore's return to the Scream franchise would be epic, and if not in an opening sequence, taking on the role of Gale in the Stab franchise would be another option. Chloe Grace Moretz as Kirby Reed. Scream 5 confirmed Kirby Reed survived the Scream 4 murders, and the character made her official return in Scream 6. For Stab 9, Chloe Grace Moretz would be a great pick to portray Kirby. The actress is a few years younger than Hayden Panettiere, but possesses the same sweet disposition while also having the guts to take on a serial killer. Moretz has an inclination to lean towards darker films, taking on the role of Carrie White in the 2013 Stephen King remake, so playing Kirby should be easy. Dylan McDermott as Wayne Bailey. Dylan McDermott helped introduce the world to American Horror Story, playing Ben Harmon in the show's first season, Murder House. Ben was a father and husband with a dark side, something Wayne Bailey knows all about. The Stab franchise is much lighter than American Horror Story, but McDermott's experience on the series would help him step into the role of Detective Bailey. McDermott has also drawn comparisons to the Detective Bailey actor Dermot Mulroney because of their similar physical appearance. Sydney Sweeney as Quinn Bailey. Sydney Sweeney could join her Euphoria co-star Demi in the Stab franchise, and she'd be the perfect fit for Quinn Bailey. Sweeney dyed her hair a light auburn in early 2022, and with the colour, she doesn't look too different from Quinn actress Liana Liberato. In Scream 6, Quinn is the sex-positive character who would have been killed off in older slasher films with their stereotypical tropes. Sweeney plays a similar role in Euphoria and could channel Cassie Howard with a killer twist to play Quinn in Stab 9. Joshua Bassett as Ethan Landry. Jack Champion sports some curly brown hair for his role as nerd-turned-murderer Ethan Landry. High School Musical, the series star Joshua Bassett has a very similar appearance, and entering the Scream universe as an actor in Stab 9 would be a great way for him to venture outside of Disney and show the world what else he's capable of. Champion and Bassett both have a warm energy that could throw anyone off from thinking they're capable of murder. Diego Boneta as Danny Brackett. Danny Brackett had some moments of seeming suspicious in Scream 6, but unlike Richie Kirsch, he was not out to kill his girlfriend Sam, but actually wanted to help her defeat Ghostface. Diego Boneta would be a great fit for Danny because he once appeared in the Scream-inspired series Scream Queens playing the killer. Stab 9 would be a chance for him to be the good guy for a change. Courtney Eaton as Anika Kyoko. It doesn't get much darker than Courtney Eaton's Yellow Jackets character Lottie Matthews, so the actress would fit in perfectly in the Scream universe. She would have to channel her more innocent side to play Anika, Mindy's kind and gone too soon girlfriend, but it's nothing she couldn't handle. Plus, watching her force several stories to the ground would be almost as disturbing as watching Shauna beat Lottie nearly to death in Yellow Jackets Season 2. Whoops, spoiler alert. Emma Mackey as Laura Crane. Laura Crane's opening Scream 6 sequence was almost as iconic as Barrymore's original. Samara Weaving portrayed Laura, and throughout her career, her physical appearance has been compared to many actresses, including Margot Robbie and Emma Mackey. Robbie might be a little too busy to take on the role of Laura in Stab 9, but Mackey would be a perfect fit. Michael Cimino as Jason Carvey. Jason Carvey flipped the script when he removed his mask after killing Laura in the Scream 6 opening. Unfortunately, a new Ghostface soon put an end to his murder spree. Michael Cimino, known for playing Bob Palmieri in Annabelle Comes Home, could revisit the horror genre, this time as a college student and killer who rips apart his professor's insides. Joseph Quinn as Richie Kirsch. Richie Kirsch is a big role to play as he masterminded the first Ghostface murders in over a decade in the first Scream requel. Anyone willing to portray Richie in Stab 9 would have to have a lot of experience. Luckily, portraying Ghostface would be a piece of cake for Joseph Quinn, who took on Vecna in Stranger Things Season 4. Quinn's character Eddie Munson was much more lovable than Richie, but if Quinn tapped into his dark side, he would blow Scream fans away as Richie Kirsch in Stab 9. Could Luke Wilson return as CGI Billy Loomis? Wilson appeared as Billy in the first Stab, and while Billy is long gone, having died in the first Scream, he reappeared in the requel series as a projection of Sam's consciousness. Since Sam is Billy's illegitimate daughter, she sees him in the mirror and he encourages her to be a murderer like him. Skeet Ulrich returned to play the character, but filmmakers used CGI to make him look the age he was when Billy died. Wilson could potentially play the CGI Billy role in Stab 9, but it's unclear who knows about Sam's visions of her father. Filmmakers working on Stab 9 probably wouldn't know that Sam sees her father every time she looks in the mirror, and that he encourages her to put on the Ghostface mask, meaning that they wouldn't need someone to portray Billy in the film. However, if the Scream 6 character's secret did get out, Wilson's return would be perfect for Stab 9. What do you guys think? Would you swap any of these characters for others? Let me know below.